Persona is a franchise that means a lot to me and holds a very special place in my heart. And in recent years, Atlus has reported Persona games that were once stuck on the PlayStation to all platforms, starting with Persona 5 Royal late last year, and now Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden now on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. With these upcoming releases, I thought I should make a video on why you should play Persona, as it's my favorite video game franchise of all time, explaining to you what the games are about and what they mean to me. Starting off, explaining to you what Persona is. Persona is a JRPG series following groups of teenagers who are exposed to new worlds, fighting demons with the powers that being their personas. While they're fighting demons with supernatural powers, they're also normal high school teenagers. When you're not in these worlds, you're running around your local town or city, building bonds with other peoples or your friends, raising social links, working a part-time job, or just doing numerous activities to build your stats to deepen your strengths and bonds with Persona's uniquely social system. This unique style that Persona has taken the world by storm with how unique and different it is from any other JRPG. And in this video, I'm going to be selling these games to you. I will not be spoiling any of these games for you, so this is a spoiler-free video. You can take this as a recommendation, you just say. So, starting with our first game on the list. Now, before I get into this section of the video, the version of Persona 3 I played is not the same version as being ported to all platforms now. The version I played is the definitive version called Persona 3 FES, or FES, however you like to call it. I suggest you play this version game if you really want to experience Persona 3 in the best way. But the only way you can experience this version of the game is if you have a PC and can run a PS2 emulator. Or you can go on eBay and buy a PS2 with Persona 3. The version of Persona that is being ported to all platforms is Persona 3 Portable. This version of the game is more like a visual novel. The social aspect of the game is in the style of a visual novel, but the normal dungeon crawling sections are true to the original game, but it doesn't have all the content that is in Persona 3 FES. It does have new exclusive content that you can only get in Persona 3 Portable, such as a playable female main character and certain social links that are not available in Persona 3 FES. Something that you have to keep in mind is that Persona 3 is an older game and it has things that are pretty straight up stupid, but I think the combat and action of the game is still pretty fun. It's your typical turn-based RPG. And in Persona 3 Portable, they actually changed it to the fact where you can control your other party members in the battle, and whereas in Persona 3 FES, you can't do that. I've come to like not being able to control your party. Yeah, that's a challenge for the game. The social system in this game is weaker compared to the others, as it was the first time going about using this system, so they're trying to figure out what they wanted to do with this game. But besides that, Persona 3, the social system in this game is weaker compared to the other two, as it was the first time using this system and they're trying to figure out what to do with this system. Besides all the gameplay and everything, let's talk about the themes and story. Persona 3 is a dark, grim, and depressing game, but at the same time strangely optimistic about life, death, and the meaning of life. Our main characters in this game were trying to understand and accept death in a world surrounded by it. The message I took from this game is that life is short and it could end at any moment. So why spend it dwindling on the negative of our life? Each character in this game goes through such a deep arc regarding something or someone they've lost in the past, or how they're going to lose it, and how it affects them in their current life. And it is used to MC walk with everyone on their journey to discovering new things about themselves and how to move on from the loss of loved ones. They all learn that life is a series of choices, and those choices can lead to good or bad things. But at the end of the day, you have to keep moving forward no matter what the outcome may be, because that's what the ones we've lost would have want from us. As someone who's never really suffered a huge loss from a loved one, only people like distant family members, this message still hit hard and resonated with me. And I'm sure anyone that has gone through the pain and struggle of losing someone close to them, the story will touch them. I really can't talk about too much of this game without spoiling, but if the themes or gameplay that I talked about here interest you at all, I definitely suggest you play Persona 3. Persona 4 is the game that really put both Atlus and Persona on the map all the way back in 2008. This game has become an icon for JRPGs and a classic for many already. A strange series of murders begin to occur in a small town named Eniba, which you, as the MC, has just moved to from the big city to live with your uncle and his daughter for a year. Days after your new life has begun, rumors begin to circulate about a special TV channel appearing only at midnight, and if you watch this said channel, you'll meet your soulmate. You then later find out that you're really seeing people that appear on the channel then die in real life the next day. You begin to investigate this strange rumor and eventually are granted the power of a persona. With your newly discovered powers, you and the rest of your friends are now set out to discover the truth behind these murders. This game is where the social system that we now know in Persona 5 really becomes a thing, as this was at the second go at doing it, and they really nailed it in this game. Combat has been improved upon by allowing you to now control each of your party member in battle, and tons of new features and returning personas. The gameplay in this game is mostly the same as Persona 3, as it's built off of Persona 3 and done in only a year after Persona 3 Fez's release. But what is really amazing about this game is the cast. Persona 4 is the most lighthearted game with many slice of life moments and events that really let you see the cast just being regular kids and teenagers. This cast feels the most like a friend group compared to the other two, and it really helps you build a bond with all of them. Whether it's fighting shadows, going to the beach, watching fireworks, or building snowman, no matter what you're doing with them, you will enjoy watching this cast doing. Persona 4 is all about self-discovery, pursuing to be your true self, and seeking the truth. Our main cast of characters game all goes through some sort of self-discovery, ranging from sexuality, gender, who or what they want to become in life, even something as wanting independence. There's so much more I want to talk about this game, but I can't do it without spoiling. But the message of this game is very beautiful and touched me deeply. I think no matter who you are, you can find something or someone to relate to in this game. I think this game also shares a very important message. Be yourself and love yourself. Persona 5 is the game that got me into this franchise, and is my favorite game of all time. This game has taken over the world with its stylish menus and UIs, outstanding music, insanely fun combat, and interesting themes and story. This game has kind of become a new standard in recent times for RPGs. Everything that I talked about in the previous two games has been polished and refined to the best it can be in this game. The social system is engaging, even doing other tasks like watering your plants, working part-time, or hanging out with your friends. It's also fun and easy to sink your teeth into and lose track of time with this game. Dungeon crawling has been reworked into something new in Persona 3. They're now called palaces. So rather than straight in hallways with shadows, you have actual architecture and puzzles that you have to figure out to proceed further into the palace. The combat in every way is an upgrade for Persona 4 Golden. The pace in battles feel a lot faster and even smoother. The general plot for this game is a young boy is robbed of his future and accused of a crime he didn't commit. He's then forced to move into a new city to live in. While living there, he meets his group of friends who have gone through the same injustices due to corrupt adults. You and this group discover the power of Persona and create a vigilante group to change the hearts of corrupted adults. Persona 5 has many themes throughout the game, but I would say the core themes of this game is about rebelling against injustice to truly make a change in the world and to obtain freedom. Whether it's a teacher, your parents, or even as deep as the government or society itself, you can find injustice everywhere. And this game really teaches you that it's okay and the right thing to do to stand against the injustice, even if the wrongdoings is coming from someone you admire. Each character in this game go through some deep and dark traumatic experiences in their lives where have been restricted from truly being free, leading them to hide behind a mask from society. But once they learn that they have the power to truly make a change in the world, they dedicate themselves to going against society as they know it to truly make a change. The message in this game didn't impact me as much as the other two games I previously talked about, but I just couldn't relate to it as well as I could the others. Despite that though, this game has touched me on another level with its characters, music, and storytelling. This game means so much to me. I encourage anyone who likes RPGs at all to play this wonderful game. Persona is one of the best and my favorite RPG series of all time, and with all of those games being out on all platforms now, I think anyone who's ever been interested in the genre at all should give them a go. They're fun games at the surface, but at their core they're also games with powerful themes concerning life and death, accepting yourself, or obtaining freedom. I think no matter who you are, you can find something to love in all these games, and that's why I think you should play Persona. If you guys like this video, please leave a fucking like. It's something new I haven't done on this channel before. I'm doing my first ever scripted video, but I think something that means so much to me, that being Persona, I thought I should, you know, give you all a reason as for why if you haven't played it already. But the series is already so popular, so I'm sure a lot of you have already. But if you haven't and you made it to the end of the video, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel. I love Persona and I play other games on here as well. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.